Tilly, the little black and tan dachshund, was basking in the sun beside the window in her little bed. Then, all of a sudden, she was suddenly jarred awake from her lazy daydreaming by happy laughter and lively voices. "Tilly, look who's here!" Tilly's mom called as she opened the living room door into the hallway. Before Tilly could manage to lift her long, floppy ears, two excited kids rushed past the door beaming. They were her owner's niece and nephew, and by the looks of it, they were here for the whole weekend. Sally went over to Tilly and said, "Hi, Tilly," and softly rubbed her head. At the same time, her little brother Adam was bouncing up and down with excitement. Adam was holding something that immediately caught Tilly's eye. It was a little remote control monster truck that rolled around on giant wheels with flashing lights. "Look, Tilly, I bet you'd love to chase this." Adam beamed. Adam and Sally giggled as the remote-controlled monster truck sped around the living room, leaving Tilly to follow the roaring little machine with her big, surprised eyes. She cautiously moved forward, her head tilted slightly to the side as her long nose sniffed. What on earth was that funny thing? It didn't smell like a squirrel. It didn't smell like a bone. It didn't smell like her mom or dad. And yet, it moved. She barked a little bark. Woof! Tilly's ears shot up as her head tilted questioningly at this unique moving thing. When Adam and Sally were called for lunch, they left the monster truck parked right in the middle of the living room floor, and Tilly sat and stared at it. A little later, Tilly's parents decided they should all go for some fresh air. "We're just going on a quick trip to the store now," they called happily. They left her alone with this thing. Tilly blinked and raised her floppy ears. Had something just moved? Very slowly, she crept toward the little monster truck. She nudged it with her nose, then nothing happened. Then she sniffed all over it, her whiskers twitching. It still didn't smell like anything she knew. But then out of nowhere she heard the craziest noise. The monster truck's engine revved. Tilly yelped and jumped back in shock. Her short legs scrambled as she barked at it furiously, with her long body stiff and tail sticking straight out, trying to look braver than she felt. But the monster truck was not impressed. It revved its engine while the plastic tires spun as if daring her to come closer. "Oh, so you want to play? Okay then, let's play." With an excited bark, Tilly jumped after it. She chased the truck all around the living room, sometimes biting it and barking at it, sometimes even stalking it. But all of a sudden, the monster truck screeched to a stop and then let out a huge beeping sound, so loud it hurt her ears. Tilly froze, her ears flat against her head. "Hey, that's not fair," she barked. "Just when it was getting fun, you made that noise?" She went and got a pillow from the couch and covered it, hoping that would stop it. When the beeping continued, she thought about picking it up and throwing it down the stairs. Maybe that would stop it, though Tilly barked around the monster truck in frustration, barking and scratching as she ran circles around it, thinking that the noisy beast had a mind of its own. Still determined to find the monster truck's weakness and win the battle. Then, all of a sudden, the noise stopped and there was silence. She then heard something from behind the armchair. It was a muffled snicker. Tilly froze. Her ears sprang up and her little head tilted. That was a familiar sound. Peeking around the corner, she caught sight of her dad, crouched low, with a look like a mischievous child, with the little black remote in his hand, shoulders shaking while holding back his laughter. Tilly barked at him, stomping on the carpet. Her dad could not hold his laughter back anymore. He burst out laughing and stood up, holding up the remote control. All right, you found me, Tilly? It was me all along. Tilly's tail waved back and forth, still giving her dad her best seriously look. Sorry, sweet girl, he said with a chuckle as he kneeled down to scratch in between her ears. I just couldn't resist. He pulled a treat from his pocket and held it out. Forgive me? Tilly sniffed, then happily took it and chewed it with satisfaction. Mischief forgiven. She padded back to her comfy couch in the corner, twirled around 3 times, and curled up into a warm little dachshund ball. She let out a large sigh of contentment, her troublesome truck gone from her mind. Good night, Tilly, her dad said with a smile as he placed the remote quietly on the shelf and chuckled to himself. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more stories.